okay to be different. Being different is what makes you special. I don't have to wait for somebody to tell me I'm special. I know I'm special. So don't wait for someone to tell you that you're special or you're beautiful or you're amazing or you're anointed. You have to know that you are everything God has called you to be. You are beautiful, you are anointed, you are special, and you are amazing, amazing, amazing.
Get it out, take it down, get it out, beat it down, get it out, and burn it down to the ground, get it out.
Whenever I'm at church and there's like a breakout session going on or like a prayer session and then, you know, the Spirit starts to move, I try as much as I can to fit the music with what's going on, you know, like especially during a breakout/prayer session. Most of the time, it would sound like something people would never usually hear in the church. Because as soon as they hear it, they're like, that drum be sounding like a movie or anything like that, you know? I mostly record myself. I just like press the record button. When I come home, I listen to it. And like most of the time I do get inspired and then I just create something out of it. Like, you gotta change it up a little. You gotta change it up, you know? Try something new. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what you're gonna like.
Let's just be honest. I'm outgrowing you.
I was taken aback, really. I was kind of surprised because I'm normally used to his work pretty much, but this one was kind of different. I guess it was inspired by something different, or maybe like different experiences, or just different music, period. The idea that I had was kind of just like, okay, well, I need to get out of a space that I've been in for too long. You spend a lot of time with yourself, and then when you spend that much time with yourself, you start to realize what annoys you about yourself. You start to realize, like, okay, this particular habit I have, I don't like it. So I was just coming out the gate like, yo, I really can't wait to get away from you. My bags is packed. Next time I see you, it's going to be a goodbye, and it's not going to be no see you later. That's what that was.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Literally just like, yo, look, goodbye.
I'm worried about me. You worry about you.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, stay out of my business. Mind your business.
We all just want to dramatically walk away from something with some music. So I feel like that was kind of the soundtrack to the steps we take.
Yep.
You know, to get out of that sort of thing.
Yeah. Let's see. It's like a. Take it down, get it out, beat it down, get it out, and burn it down to the ground, get it out. So many things that is built up inside of your head, and you don't even know it's bad, you know, like it could trick you, You know, the enemy can trick you. The enemy can tell you there's nothing wrong with it. And whatever you went through in the past, the enemy can bring it back. And now you have to pull that thing out. Get that thing out of your brain. Get that thing out of your head, your system, everything. Get it away from your future. Don't let it pull you back from your future or your destiny. Don't let certain people who make you feel stressed or stress you out, don't let them pull you away.
I'm about to go put on the mask so they can't see me laugh. When I go stuff these rappers in the bag, I'm actually mad. You had the audacity, I was created by.
As soon as I heard the introduction to the actual track, I was like, I already know it's gonna be crazy. I heard the instrumental, the samples and all that stuff, and I was like, it's gonna be crazy. Then the beat drops, and I get this crazy vibe, and I'm like, it seemed like it was literally meant for the radio. Got the notebook, started writing. 10 minutes later, I had a whole verse because I was so motivated. And whenever I'm motivated,
you've been having way too much fun, and really I'm sick of you. I've had enough. You've been giving me stress, I pay mostly anxiety. You got destruction that started a robbery. Can't even sleep at night because of you. I'm not afraid of you. As long as I have my father.
It's basically a story that just talks about a boy and a girl. Like it's kind of a love story. So like in the first one, it's basically, yo, why don't you tell me how you feel so that I can tell you how I feel? It was just gonna be a song that only you'd hear me on. I sang that part. And it was like, yo, that's really dope. But you know what would make it even better is if you had a female vocalist sing that part. Brandy was the first that popped into my head. Like, hey, I need you to sing this part for me. She's like, okay. She sent me something in 5 minutes. I was like, what the heck? I heard it. I was like, did you really just do that in one take? Like, you just earned yourself a feature cred. You just earned yourself a feature cred. I mean, damn, because that's how hot it was. That's how hot it was.
I feel really, really honored to be on an album. Jeroy is very different when it comes to his style of music. Honestly, y'all, I was really, really excited. I was so proud of Jeroy because he's come such a long way. And once he sent me this track, we both knew that this was the one and that we was gonna have to kill it for y'all.
In part 2, let me just finish it off and have them express their feelings to each other. I just felt like singing in a different language, so I picked Swahili. And I was just like, yo, use jali, use faike te kue sawa. So for those of y'all who don't know what that means or any of that meant, it's pretty much words of encouragement. You know, don't worry, don't fret, it's gonna be okay. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
I couldn't understand what you were saying at first. I couldn't understand because it was in Swahili, I think. So I had to listen to the verse, and I was like, oh, this is really dope. I was pretty excited because he's a dope artist. The instrumental was different.
I've known Details for about 1.5 years now, almost 2 years. So I hit him up. I was like, hey, man, you want to help me out with this song real quick? And he was like, yeah, sure. I wanted a nice break. I wanted like a nice break, like people just like get into it. Like, yo, break it down now or something like that. And then I just came up with this.
I feel honored. He's dope, like I said. He's super talented, has a lot of potential. He's a dope artist, a good friend too, so I feel honored.
He was sort of just drawn to the music, the drums, and especially just before he became 2 years old, I bought him his first drum set. He broke it in 2 days, and I went and I got a bigger one, and at Toys R Us, they couldn't believe I was getting it for a 2-year-old kid. And also he would play anything that his hand could catch, used all of our pots and pans.
Playing around with spoons and forks and knives. Beating up the dishwasher, taking everything out of the cupboard. Pretty much everything that he does revolved around, or he did back then, revolved around music.
Put him in piano classes when he was about 4. He didn't want to do it, didn't like it, but I made him do it anyway.
I never liked piano. In fact, I hated it, like to begin with. Like I really, really hated it.
We had a very good piano teacher who would not give up on him even when he didn't want to do it.
She put me in a class, a couple lessons. I despised it. I hated it. I really hated it. It felt so boring, you know. It felt so boring.
I remember one day when I gave up because he gave me such a hard time to do the piano. She said to me, whatever you do, don't stop him from playing. And if you're worried about the money, I'll tutor him for free. And so I left him over to her.
I started playing in church, you know. I still remember my first time. It was terrible, but I still played, you know, certain times where I didn't want to play. They like, yo, play. I was like, no. I'm not ready for that. I don't talk about sex. I don't talk about drugs or money or anything like that. But sometimes you have to go a certain length to get people to understand the message, you know? They go into the bed.
The attraction is there, so it's like, let's go take it to the next step. So they leave the club and they do it.
The guy was kind of like, yo, let me get your number, you know, just in case if I ever want to hit you up or anything, you know? I mean, he never really wanted to build up a relationship with this girl. They exchanged numbers.
A couple weeks later, she finds out that she's pregnant.
He didn't know what was going on until the girl called him.
I gotta tell you something, but I don't know if you're gonna like it, because, you know, we're gonna have some deadbeat. We don't know if you're gonna be a deadbeat dad or you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be there for you, you know? But, you know, she comes out and says, I'm pregnant. And it's like, what we supposed to do? Like, come on now. He doesn't know what to say. He's just mute at this point. And that's the end of it. Think before you do, basically, you know? Don't go doing it with anybody you meet in a club only for you to get pregnant. Practice safe sex. Practice being safe. Practice abstinence. Practice using condoms and good stuff so you don't end up getting pregnant or having to be a dad at an early age, you know, or even being a single mom at a young age. We were messing around with the audio, you know, making, like, trying to see what it sounded like with certain parts, without certain parts, or if we cut some stuff. I got to see the serious side of him. Like, I mean, I know he can be serious, but I'm not always there when he's serious, you know? But, like, me, I'm a very playful person when I'm ready. Like, we're cool to the point where, like, I have no sense at all. So, you know, we was just there, you know, chilling, whatever. We have fun, whatever. And I'm like, okay, he ready to get down to business.
There's something I have to tell you.
What's going on? Nobody gonna recognize.
I'm not sure how you're going to take it, but,
Just say it. It's probably not even the worst thing in the world.
I'm pregnant. Hello?
So what you think about it?
I mean, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you know.
I mean, you killed that joint. I bet you when everybody here, I'm pregnant, they're gonna be like, whoa.
But nobody's going to realize it's me. That's the whole point.
I was like, wait, did he do this or did I ask somebody else? I even recognized it.
T was definitely the perfect fit. After we recorded everything and played it over a bunch of times, everything was just perfect. Everything sounded perfect. Everything she's done for me, I will never, ever, ever take for granted. You know, every phone call we've had, never take it for granted. Every conversation we have, whether on the phone or in person, never taken for granted. I could never ask for a better best friend than T.
Girl, I'm telling you the truth and I wanna be with you. Girl, I'm telling you the truth and I wanna be... Something like that. Yeah. Telling you the truth. Wanna be with you. Telling you the truth. Like you. No. 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 Oh. Girl, I'm telling you the truth and I wanna be with you. Girl, I'm telling... Alright. I think that we both know. Yeesh, nah. I think that we both know what's really going on. Sometimes I think I'm right, other times, man, I don't know. I wanna let you know how I feel through this song, 'cause I know I can trust you, and I know our bond is strong. I'm gonna start right there. Hold on. Why didn't I add this song in there? Alright. that's tight. That's tight. You know, what I should do? I should let that go again. I'm gonna just take the snare and the hi-hat out. You know, I don't know, but like for some reason, every time I play this song over, especially when it comes to the end of the verse going into the hook, like I just picture myself, like you know Disney Infinity, the game Disney Infinity, and like when you first start playing it, and like you're just in your like home main menu and you're in your space, you know the cloud is like all in the indigo-ish color, you know, like because like I keep picturing myself in the game, but like I mean I'm not really doing nothing. I'm just in the game and I'm just surrounded by like this indigo sky, you know, indigo sky. Like if you know what I'm talking about, that's just what it feel like to me, you know. I actually made Freedom of Fall a month after I released Takeoff. I was like, you know what, instead of having the same melody play over and over and over and over, I figured, you know, why don't I just make people feel like they floating? They just... Oh my God! I hit up Candace around like 11:30, and I was like, "Hey, the track is officially done." And then she was like, "I don't know if I could do it anymore. My voice is kind of like blah." You know, she didn't say that, but you know, like she was like her voice wasn't doing so well. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make it easy for you. Why don't you just sing the lyrics with me? Why don't you just sing what I'm singing and then harmonize with it and then do like a small little ad-lib at the end. She sent me something like 10 minutes. Boom, song was done. I'm in my own world like 24/7. Whether I'm at school, when I'm at church, when I'm with my friends, or whether I'm in the car with somebody. Even just here at home, even down here, I'm in my own world doing a bunch of who knows what.
I'll test you, say it again. Say it again. Oh, it's your boy!
When it comes to socializing, I mean, he's one just lights up a room. He knows exactly how to lead a crowd, how to lighten up a room. You know, I would just call him a social butterfly. You have those around him, his peers, always looking to him. Whenever there's a bad or sad crowd or a sad or bad mood, he lightens it up. He makes light and fun of every situation.
When you look at yourself, like sometimes you're just going through something you don't want to tell nobody, because how do I know if they're not going to spill it? How do I know if they can keep it a secret? How do I know if they're the right people to talk to? You know, it really is hard to trust so many people. Like that's why there are a lot of us who don't trust anybody at all. Like you don't even know who to trust anymore. You don't even know who your friends are anymore. People change.
I chose to lock my mouth and keep quiet instead. I wasn't sure if anyone would understand my mess. I wasn't sure if they would still be there for me regardless. Many of your closest friends leave you on the ground bleeding and turn their back on you for money.
I'm gonna send this to James real quick and see what he think of it. You know, always go to the right person for feedback. Always. So I make the track about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I send it to James Poyser. And then within like the next 20-30 minutes, I get another text from him, and he's like, "It's dope, but you should really change it up a little bit. Like, make a hook, like do another verse, like make it a full song. Because if you have that same melody going over and over and over and over again, it's gonna get boring. Like, change it up a bit, like put in some different styles, you know? It's good, but it can be way better."
Right by my side. I wish I could let go of everything that's causing me to tremble and fear, everything that's causing me to shed my tears. No one will demand. Forever, where we let go like it's better. We will never cry again. I promise we will never cry, never cry. We will never last forever, where we will never cry again.
So I listened to the old version, and then I listened to the new version, the full version. I was like, yeah, that's it. I sent it to James. He was like, "This is a great song. This is dope."
Energy when I needed it. We was disconcerted. Meanwhile, I got burned waiting on you. Why did it take me having to leave just for you to see you're the only one for me? But it might be a little too.
I've known Nina for almost 4 years now. I remember when I first heard her voice at the school talent show, that woman blew, man. From the moment I heard that woman's high note, I knew. I just knew. So as I was putting this song together, she was just constantly on my mind because her voice was the perfect fit for it. So I sent it to her right away as soon as I was done. I was like, "Hey, look, I got this song. I really think that you'd be perfect for it." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely down."
Once we got to it, it wasn't like we was actually working. It was like, we was just recording a song, doing what we both love to do. It was very easygoing. He's very helpful. But then at the same time, he's not all super serious. So it's not like you feel like you're under pressure. Everything from the lyrics to the production to the voices to the background vocals, the way he put everything together, it's a real song. It's what anybody will listen to on a regular basis. The same songs you hear on the radio, you can play this too. It fit both of us. Like, it sounded like he made it for the both of us, even though he made it on his own. It's like he has that ability to direct it to who he wants to work with. Like, when he asks you that he wants you to be on a song, when you hear it, it's going to feel like the song is made for you.
For sure tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'll call you Saturday and we can brainstorm. So hopefully by that time too, I'll be ready to, get that together.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. It's just one of those relationship argument type songs, you know, like one of those like arguments where it's like, yo, you always cheating on me, you not showing me no love, you're not being the perfect man, you're not being the man that I expected you to be. When I heard it the other night, it kind of felt like it was her song and I was just featured on it. Like relationships, that's how it is. That's how it is. There's always an argument. And I'm about to have an argument with this ball. That's gotta be like my favorite part of like the whole song. I mean, the song is dope, but like we had this. It's just I like when it's slow and reverb. It just feels something like when all the times that we spent together felt like our love would last forever. I know I've done things that made you upset. Yes, I've said things that I regret. Never mind such like that. Why are we being treated like this? I don't understand. Like, no one deserves to be treated like this. Especially the ones who don't do anything. Especially the ones who didn't do anything. George Floyd never did anything. Breonna Taylor never did anything. And the rest of them didn't do anything. And the fact that the people who killed these innocent black lives are still roaming free, it is ridiculous. Let me talk about what is going on in the world. Let me talk about police brutality. Let me talk about Black Lives Matter. And then the lyrics just started coming in. Our own race is getting killed because we are different colored. As soon as Floyd was murdered, we started to hate each other. I'm sick and tired of the violence. It's just stressing me out. And the part said if only they would hear us and throw away all the laughters and have them understand the fact that Black Lives Matter is because people are hearing us. They are literally hearing us. But are they listening to us? Like, do they understand what is going on? Do they understand that we are being attacked for no reason? Don't you get it? Don't they get it that we're being framed for stuff that we didn't do? Especially black men. Not just black people, black men. I mean, I understand the whole all lives matter thing. Yes, all lives do matter when you really think about it. All lives do matter. But the reason why we're saying Black Lives Matter is because black lives also matter. She was a medical technician. He was only 17 years old. He only went out for a run. He had a cardiopulmonary. Every night I pray every night I pray. Every night I pray to see the woman. Every night I pray to every night I pray to see my woman on her wedding day. I even pray to see the greater that. From the bottom of my heart, I pray to even see. I hope I will live to see. Whoa. They treat us like we have no lives of our own. You know what? Since I have one verse down so far, I should just like put it on Instagram. You know, I'm gonna do a backyard video. I'll probably do like a backyard video like with the last one when I was on the roof and stuff. I don't got time to listen to lies. I don't really care cause I'm on my grind. I be on my own writing down my lines. I'm gonna keep writing till the day I die. Do some more strength till I will be fine. Run this race till I hit it. Yo! Start writing! Yo! This a banger! I don't
don't got time to listen to lies. I don't really care cause I'm on my grind. I be on my own writing down my lines. I'ma keep writing till the day I die. Losing my strength but I will be fine. Run this race till I hit the finish line. There's no way you can take me down. I am a king with or without a crown. You got some nerves to talk about me when you try to be like me. You got some nerves to talk about me when you try to copy my heat. You got some nerves to talk about me when you always take defeat. I am a boss, never take a loss, so don't even speak.
Go ahead, Destiny.
We just make it fun and happy and just I got time. I don't really, and let me just make it like. Let me just say something positive, like
just the constant persistence to keep doing more, keep producing. When the movie theater, it was all over. Yeah. That's the birthing place of success. So I'm excited to see where you land in the future. And when I say land, I don't mean stop, but where you.
I support him. I'm behind him 100%. Whatever he does, whatever he puts his mind to, where his music is concerned and his talent is concerned. I'm here to, I've always nurtured it, help him nurture that. He has something, he has a craft, he has a talent, a gift that God has given to him. And I know that it's going to take him to great places.
One of the things I must say is very, very extremely passionate about his music. I always say to him, not necessarily the sky's the limits, because I heard someone say that if the skies were the limits, then there wouldn't be footprints on the moon. And so I believe he will go much further than just the sky. Jeremiah 29:11 says, God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans of good and not of evil, plans to give you an expected end. And so Jeroy has embraced that scripture. And so, we know even this time, I'm very proud of him. Very positive young man, very positive kid. And, if he continues in this vein, he indeed is going to be a household name, and he's going to be a blessing to many, giving God all the glory.
Keep going, keep pushing, go for what you want to figure out what you need. Regardless of who will leave your life, it doesn't matter. It is your duty to save your dream and your future.
There's a rat right there. That's a rat. No cap. Like, actually, that's a rat.
Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Yeah.
Cut the camera.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm like, he's really doing something tough. I'm like, bro, this man's speaking deep. I'm like, this man getting too deep into it. I don't know if oh my God. I know.